Guys, we got big news in the Bellied Up world. We now have a voicemail line. We know that it can be frustrating to call in and wait for a long time. We hear you, that stinks. So by including the voicemail line, it will allow everyone to get a chance to have their topic heard. We'll listen to the voicemails, then line up calls with the ones that we love. This means the more interesting your topic and the more energy that you bring increases your chances of being featured on the show. So if you want to be on the show, call 218-303-5095. You can call in 24/7. And again, the number is 218-303-5095. And if you forget the number, it's in the description of the podcast. So don't worry. Cheers. Enjoy the episode.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. I am your host, Charlie Berens. I am joined here by my good buddy, Miles, the You Betcha guy.
Charlie, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good, Miles. I'm doing good. I am.
Where are we at today?
Well, we are in Minnesota.
We're at Fridley, Minnesota. Am I saying that right, Jay?
Minnesota.
Fridley, Minnesota at the Two Stooges Bar and Grill.
I'll tell you what.
Not grill and bar, bar and grill.
The Two Stooges Bar and Grill, it's got skills it doesn't even talk about in the title.
I know.
There's 40 some odd pool tables here.
Well, is it called the Two Stooges Pool Hall?
Yeah, both ways works great.
Okay.
The Two Stooges Pool Hall Bar and Grill.
That makes
That's
more
what we'll
sense.
say.
Okay.
What do you say? How many? There's 40 some pool tables here at the bar.
That's what the fella told me. When was the last time you really played pool, Miles?
Well, we played when we were in LA, Charlie.
Yes, we did.
We went to a bar in, what was it, West Hollywood? Because we're pretty Hollywood now.
Yeah.
We've sold out.
We are sellouts.
Call a spade a spade.
Yeah. And we went to Hollywood. We did the Target video.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun selling out for Target. They do a good job there. And then we went over to, we were staying right next to the Comedy Store. That's where I started doing stand-up, actually.
That was the origin story?
That was the origin story for the Manitowoc Man up there in the belly room. Bringer show.
How did it go initially when you were doing stand-up at the Comedy Store?
Bad. No, actually it went good. So the Comedy Store, that was like where I went after a lot of open mics, and it was a bringer show. So I brought people.
Yeah.
And it was the belly room. It's not the best room there necessarily. It's where a lot of the beginning comedians, where the bringer shows would be. Now, also huge comedians play that stage too, but whatever. It's more of a workout room.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, I would, buy tickets for people to come show up. I would
Do you
give them the tickets
remember
for free.
Your first set, or at least one joke from your first set? Or one that sticks out in your mind from the very early stages?
I said the iPad is the best parenting tool since the nipple. You like that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of. Does that still work?
Yeah, it still plays.
You know what's funny? I was even talking about technology back then.
That's true. Another question. What do you think was your worst joke you've ever said on stage? I don't do stand up, but I clearly have a worst video that we ever did was called Midwest ASMR. And it actually was good ASMR, but people didn't care and did not watch it and thought it was dumb.
I liked that video.
Did you?
I saw it. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I liked it. And then you always bring it up is that it bombed. I enjoyed it. Bad jokes. I've had a lot of bad jokes, dude.
But there's got to be one that sticks out in your mind that you remember just especially bombing.
Believe it or not, I have this trauma-based method I do where I call blacking out those things.
That's probably good. It allows you to get back up on stage.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to go back through my notes. I'd have to go back through my notes.
Okay, maybe in another episode you'll go through your notes and you can tell us your worst joke you ever said.
Yeah, there's some bad ones in there. So, anyways,
we're here at the Two Stooges. It's a great name for a bar too.
Yeah, you got me way in my head trying to think about these bad jokes.
sorry.
You're
gonna be laying awake tonight, being like, God, that joke was bad. I suck.
Just my demons returning. No, it's a super cool bar. It's fun. Maybe we'll play some pool later.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like we're both equally bad at pool.
Yeah.
I'm better at darts than I am at pool.
Yeah, pool is a tough one to get good at. You gotta have a lot of quarters in your life.
You also gotta know geometry. Are you a geometry guy?
I like the concept, but I don't practice it enough to be good at it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what the Pythagorean theorem is?
Oh, sure. Pythagoras. That's E equals MC squared, right?
No.
X plus Y equals XY. That's like the hypotenuse, right?
I believe it's A squared plus
B squared equals C squared.
Is that the Pythagorean theorem? I'm getting confirmation. Yes.
And is that how you find the hypotenuse?
You can.
Yeah.
You can use it to find any part of the length of the triangle, correct? If you got the hypotenuse and one side, you can get the other one.
You know, I started doing some more woodwork, and there's a lot more math in woodwork than I remembered. And I started doing back of the sheet math. And I'm actually not bad at math.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Like, I got a bunch of it in the dome still.
Yeah, I would agree. You're like, when am I going to use this? And then all of a sudden, you're trying to square up a piece of wood that you're doing, and you're like, okay, if this is 36 degrees, then the opposite, it should equal 90.
Yeah.
That's 90 minus 36.
Yeah. No, but
what is 90 minus 36?
90 minus 36? I'll do it right now. 90 minus 3, 6.
54 degrees.
Because that's 10. That's 4. 9. That becomes an 8. 8 minus 3, 54.
Yeah.
I just did it right there.
So how do you do that in your mind? Obviously, you just did it.
I do it, like, I like to write it down, but
because I go, what's 90 minus 30? 60. 60 minus 6 is 4. 54.
I like that. Mm-hmm. I like that. When I'm doing the tip, I just take the thing and I double it. I just add an exclamation or add a period, move the period up and double it. So if it's $93,
you tip? Yeah.
You just move. Yeah, that's an easy one. Mm-hmm. So 18 is 20% of that.
Mm-hmm.
But
18.60.
Sure, I move it up a scotch, But I did a bunch of math for all this woodworking stuff. My sister was over in my garage. She picked it up off the floor and she goes, "Oh my God, like, you know how to do this?" And I was like, "Do you not know how to do that?" And she was basically saying that they didn't have to do this kind of math. And I was like, you know what?
Well,
this world's not changing for the better.
You should have said, well, we'll see if I can do this kind of math after I get it together.
Yeah.
And it stays together.
Here's the spoiler. I did the math wrong.
Did you?
Yeah. 1,000%. I had to like do the math 2 times over. But it's crazy. Like, yeah, we know old math now, Miles. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the same math, but like, they've given up. Like, cursive is another thing. Kids don't learn cursive anymore.
That's probably good.
I suppose.
You don't need it.
I suppose. But now that I know it, well, I don't know. Now that I know it and they don't, it's like one of the few like superiority things I have going on these days. I'm just going to cling to it.
I like it.
Should we take some calls?
Yes, we should, Charles. There's something else I was going to ask you, but never mind. Let's take some callers.
Yella. Welcome to the Bellied Up podcast. Who are we talking to? Hello?
Hello? Welcome to the Bellied Up podcast. Who are we talking to?
Michael, sorry. I walked out.
Oh. Is he whispering? Are you doing something you're not supposed to be?
I mean, it's just college. It's not that important.
What did you say?
It's just college. It's not that important.
Are you in class right now? I feel like I should whisper. Are you in class right now?
I walked outside now.
Okay.
What class were you in?
Valuation. It's like a corporate finance class. Just a bunch of, lame stuff.
Yeah, a bunch of corporate bullshit.
Yeah. I think you're making a right life decision right here. No, nobody wants it.
Well, What's your name? Where do you go to college?
Oh, my name's Michael. I'm a second-time caller. I go to Wayne State. I'm the guy that called like a couple months ago about what makes a good Midwest football coach.
Oh yeah. Grab your bucket.
Buckets on. Run a lap.
Buckets on. You guys wouldn't believe. I've actually said it a few times, but the other coaches actually say it more than me now, so it's kind of funny.
Oh, I like that.
Dude,
another football team saved. You guys' wins have got to go through the roof this season.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, 100%.
What's your guys' record
100%.
so far? Have you played any games?
Yeah, so it's funny. The last time I was on, I butchered one of your reoccurring jokes. The whole Toledo is like 3 Milwaukees or whatever. Yeah. We lost to the same Toledo team this year. Last year we lost on the last play of the game by 2 points, and this year we lost 37-7, something like that. We got our asses whooped. So other than that, we did done good.
Did you tell the team afterwards to take a lap?
Oh, there's been many laps taken this year.
That's good. They're gonna learn. Eventually they'll win by just taking laps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, what makes you call in today?
Wow. Well, I had a list here in my notes.
Pop it
about
open.
Things I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So, I had something on my mind. I don't think anyone's ever brought this up, but it might be a controversial topic in terms of Midwest culture. But I need to ask you guys a quick series of questions in order to get to my point. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Just yes or no answers. Charlie, I know it's going to be hard for you, but yes or no answers. Okay.
Just roasts me. All right. Fair. Yes or no's.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Do you like hunting?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you like going on boats on big lakes or little lakes?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you like good fishing?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you like good football teams?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you like hockey?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you like cheesy crust deep dish pizza with meat on top?
Yes.
Yeah. I can't say no, but not a huge deep. Sorry. Yes
one
or
word.
no? Yes.
One
or no?
word.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I see.
Do you
where
like
he's going.
ranch?
Yes.
Do you like looking at your hand and showing where you live in your state with your hand?
Yes.
Yes. You know where he's going with this.
Do you like Oberon?
A what?
Oberon? The
beer.
the beer.
No.
Do you like Kid Rock?
No.
Do you like muscle cars?
You like them? No.
I don't mind Kid Rock.
Wait, actually, no, hold on. Charlie, do you drive a Chevy Volt? I think I remember hearing that in the podcast episode.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm asking the wrong guy. All right. Point is, I think we need to make Michigan the capital of the Midwest.
Oh, God. I knew he was going Michigan route.
See.
As soon as he brought up the hand and whatever.
Yeah. And then he brought up the whole, like, Jets Pizza.
I hate to break it to you, but basically the only things that aren't in the rest of the Midwest that you listed off was the deep dish pizza that we were kind of 50-50 on anyways, and Kid Rock.
Right. And muscle cars, I like a nice old car. Okay, I like a piece of shit. I don't like those cars that people are like trying to, add inches to their pecker with like the loud sound of the engine. That's what I think of with the muscle car. But I like a nice.
Electric vehicle.
I actually don't like the electric vehicle, to be honest with you. Like it's kind of stupid. What I really like is like a 1980s diesel, like stick shift car.
Okay.
But if you were to get I do the electric thing because I like walleyes. I like the planet. But really, if I like driving something, it's like a diesel stick shift, like little pickup truck.
There you go. I like that. Yeah.
A little pickup truck, not a monster friggin' thing.
Yeah. Maybe
but they don't make
like
them
an S10. Are you thinking?
I love the S10.
Okay, there you go.
Freaking love the S10. That's not even diesel, but
so I think we're gonna have to maybe pass on making Michigan the capital of the Midwest, just because there's so much overlap with other stuff, and the stuff that makes Michigan unique, we were kind of 50-50 on anyways.
Yeah, I do like.
I don't disagree with you. now that I'm saying all this out loud.
Yeah, you should. Consider not skipping your law class, okay? Because I feel like you had some good tactics there. But
well, so speaking of class, you're in class right now. What is the topic for today?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
okay.
Well, Charlie, because he's going for corporate business, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
If you were the professor for a corporate business class,
perfect.
What would you teach during that class?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Corporate Business 101. First thing I'm going to tell you is that your money is the bottom line. You are going to need to bribe politicians, destroy the planet, and put humanity at risk. But you will have the opportunity to make a lot more money than all the people you're screwing over. Who's with me?
I was thinking maybe more like, make sure you're drafting up emails that you never need to be sent.
Oh, yeah.
And make sure you write per my last email, and I hope that this finds you well. And
all
then
the
deliver
best.
bad news, and then be like, hope you have a great Friday. That's what I was thinking.
I've learned more in this short 30 seconds than I have in the first 3 weeks of this semester.
There we go.
We gave you the Cliff Notes of corporations, so it's all about the emails and screwing over the little guy.
And in corporations, I would also have a failing upwards 101 class.
Yes.
In that. You know, it's not really about how well of a job you do in corporate companies. It's about does the boss like you?
Yeah. How little risk can you take and still kiss? It's little risk, kiss boss's ass. That's kind of how
do
it
the
is.
bare minimum, so you limit yourself to really messing up, and then just kiss the boss's ass. You're gonna get promoted like that.
Yeah, and then you just worry all the time about getting fired. And then you eventually get fired or retire and die. And
that's corporate life. That's what you're getting into.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Well, you do have options.
I wanted to say, the whole list thing that I made, I realized how bad of an idea it was once I got like halfway through, because I probably had I was only like a third of the way through the list. When I was saying it out loud, I was like, wow, this just sounds like every other state.
Yeah. I'm glad you shut that down early then, because we got to get through a lot of callers today, Charlie.
It wasn't a bad thought, but yeah, you got to kind of roll it off the tongue to make sure it works, you know?
You know what's even funnier is I walked into this glass room that was empty to talk to you guys. My professor just walked in the hallway past me and didn't see me.
Nice.
Hey.
Welcome to the corporate life.
Yeah, he just doesn't see you. You are invisible to him.
You are just a pawn on the chessboard to him.
Wait, why isn't he in class?
He might have ended her. It's supposed to end at 2. It's 1 here, so I might just be, my backpack might be sitting in there.
Oh, you're in Michigan. Wait, I forgot. You said where you were. Where are you at again?
Yeah, Michigan.
Yeah. That's great, man. Well, hey, thanks for calling in.
I'll call in again and have less of a lame topic besides making Michigan the capital of the Midwest.
I'm glad you said it, not us.
You have a good one. We'll chit-chat soon, all right?
See you soon now.
All right. Bye-bye.
In reality, though, going to college to be a doctor, a lawyer, you need college, right?
Yeah.
To be working at a corporate company, just sending emails back and forth, I don't think you need to go to college.
I don't think so. You can learn how to do anybody can learn how to do that. And honestly, it's pretty much automated at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Like those jobs just aren't going to exist in 5 years.
True.
So, anyways,
glad to know that with the football tactics that we gave him advice on are working. They got blown out the first game
from that call. Yeah.
Just goes to show that the less water that they drink, the more conditioning that they do, the more that they win. And that's proof here today. We saw it here. Also,
Amen.
Charlie,
What?
you said Toledo. Do you remember how big Toledo is?
Toledo. I want to say Toledo. It's like a third of Milwaukee.
Well, how big's Milwaukee?
Milwaukee's about 3 Toledos.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Perfect. Should
Yeah.
we take another caller?
Let's do it.
Hi, this is Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee. You're here with Charlie and Miles.
Hi, I can't believe I actually made it on.
Oh, you made it on. What's your rant?
So my ex and I, we broke up back in December, so it's been a while. And it took forever to get most of my stuff back from his house because I was living with him. And he still has, as silly as it sounds, a recipe book that I have. And it belonged to my aunt that passed away not too long ago. And it's been 9 months and he still has it. And he still sends me pictures that he has it. And he lives 4 minutes away from me.
Well, so does he really like your aunt's cookies, or what's he keeping it for? Is this like you left the handkerchief? First of all, did you leave this behind? Someone can go over there and get this back. One of you still hanging on to this relationship. Is it you or him?
So, yeah, here's the thing, too. So he moved in a new girl into his house 2 months after we broke up. So I've been avoiding going over there like the plague, but I've been trying to be like, hey, I will meet up with you, even put it in your mailbox, and I will drive by and get it. Or I will meet your dad even and go pick it up, and he just will not give it back.
Well, first off, have you seen the economy? Rent's not cheap. He's got to get another renter in there. So I don't... kind of a bad move, but also I get it. The economy's tough.
I was about to go off on why you shouldn't live with someone after 2 months, but economically speaking,
in this economy, you gotta have renters.
Yeah, make a good point.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. She does not work, and she does not have a license or a car. And we live about an hour and 45 minutes north of Minneapolis, and he went down and picked her up the very first time they ever met to move her into his house.
Whoa.
Well, clearly they were hanging out before when you guys were still dating, correct?
They met on Tinder, which he made that account the night I moved out, which was the same day we broke up. So he was moving pretty fast.
Why did you guys break up? What happened?
So we were together for 2 years, and then he started getting kind of weird, and I vowed to never look at his phone without his permission. And I looked at his phone, and he had some pictures from other girls saved in his Snapchat for the whole 2 years that we were together. So,
yes, we were correct, Charlie.
That is.
Well, also, I thought you were a woman of your word. You said you were never going to go through his phone.
Yeah, so
I know.
How did?
And I know the one time I did, it bit me in the butt. I know.
Hey, it's like he just gaslights her. Like you're saying that I'm a cheater. Well, you're not a woman of your word. How can I trust you after this? Actually, I want to break up. I can't trust you anymore. And you're like, what? How did this happen?
It was even worse because we were in the same house, we were in the same room. And I'm like, hey, what's this? And he's like, I'm leaving. And then he went to go hang out with one of his friends. And then he texted me, I'm not doing this anymore. And I'm like, okay.
Hey, he knew it was bad. He's like, he didn't even try and fight it.
He knew it was only a matter of time before the thing ended.
You know, like you're speeding on the highway and the cop pulls you over and you don't even try and make an excuse. You're just like,
yep, I was going 95.
I deserve a ticket. Yeah. Just give it to me. I'll pay it and we'll move on.
He goes over to his bike and says, yeah, this isn't happening. Do you think he was seeing other people though, or was it just the pictures from past relationships?
It was definitely like, oh, these random girls are adding me. I'm going to add them back and see what this is about.
Adding them on what? Instagram?
Snapchat.
On Snapchat.
Did he do a lot of trips up north? Is he a fisherman or a hunter?
The only time he went fishing up north without me was for a bachelor party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get back to brass tacks here, Charlie. How are we going to get that cookbook back?
All right, do you have a baseball bat?
No, but I should probably invest in one.
I would invest in one. Walk over there, go to the door, break the window, unlock, open it up, get the cookbook, break a couple kneecaps, walk out of there. Miles, any thoughts on that?
I mean, I was thinking another route,
What?
You could, basically you got to figure out a way to get him out of the house so you can get in when they're not there. Because if you break a window when he's there, that's going to be bad.
Talking about breaking and entering? You're going to get her put in jail, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
like, what are you...
I mean, in all fairness, his house is in rough enough shape where I could break down a door and they probably wouldn't even notice.
Okay.
There you
well,
go.
now we're on to something. No, well,
do you ever see them around town at all?
Occasionally, my family sees them more than I do.
Your family sees them.
I work. Yeah, because since we live so close, I also live with my family now because I was living with him when we were together. And so, my mom or my brothers will see them out and about, in passing at the grocery store or whatever. But I work from home most of the time, so I don't ever. Yeah, I don't ever go out. I try to avoid him.
Why do you think he just doesn't want to give this thing back? Is he still hanging on?
That's what I was thinking, but there's one recipe in there that was his favorite that I would make for him all the time. I don't know if you've ever heard of the dill ranch pretzels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a family recipe of that he was obsessed with, but that recipe was handwritten by my aunt, who obviously passed away.
I mean, this guy is an absolute idiot. Why don't you just take a photo of it with your phone and give the recipe book back?
Yeah, there's got to be something deeper than that. I mean, that sounds like a great recipe. You sound like a catch, but this guy sounds like he's got a couple screws, or he's still holding on.
Yeah, he does concrete right now, but every time, when I was living with him, I would make dinner for him, even stay up late and make sure dinner was hot and ready for him when he got home. I did all the cooking, cleaning, I did grocery shopping, and apparently that wasn't good enough. So he went with a hobo.
Oh, okay.
Damn, shots fired.
I
now,
like that.
Did you work as well in addition to doing all that?
Yep. I actually have 2 jobs.
Wow, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
Why'd you stay
He's
in
giving
that
us
for 2
concrete
years?
guys a bad name, Charlie.
Yeah, he really is.
Well, I thought he was a really good dude, and I really liked his family. We always went out every Saturday to his family's place in Cambridge, and we would play cards and whatever. And I still have all of his family on Facebook. They like all my stuff all the time. None of them's removed me. The only reason why he has me off of Facebook is because his girlfriend found out he was texting me, and so she blocked me.
Wow.
You should maybe just pretend like you want to get back together with him, text him, all of that, and then he loses another relationship.
Yeah, I mean but I get a kick out of the fact that you stayed with him because he had a cool lake house.
Yeah, I respect that game.
Yeah. that's I think we got to the root of it there.
No, there was no lake house or anything. We would just go down and play cards. It was nothing fancy. It was just the quality time, I guess you could say.
Yeah, camaraderie.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you seem like a really good person. He seems like a pain in the ass, and I think he's still hung up on you. And I think you might just have to, or he's just super
Why don't
lazy.
you just, if you're got a good relationship with his family, why don't you just have them go get it for you?
Seems reasonable.
I tried that too, and all they do is give me a thumbs up, and then I never get anything back about it.
Classic move.
Yeah,
I even tried texting him on TikTok last night because that's the only thing we're friends on now is TikTok. And I'm like, hey, it's been a while. Can I have it back, please? And all he said was, yep.
Interesting.
That was all.
Yeah, I bet since she doesn't do anything, she's just there all the time. So there's never really a good time.
Well, and he probably lied to her about what the recipe book was from, and now he can't go back on that one.
He probably said it was his aunt.
Yeah, or it was my grandma's or something. And then if it's not there, she'd be like, what happened to the recipe book? And if he's like, I threw it away, she's going to get real suspicious, go through his phone, see that he's texting other girls, and the cycle repeats.
Yeah. The the other thing is you can call our buddy Russell Nicolay. I don't know if that's the kind of law he participates in, but I bet you he could get that cookbook back.
I mean, I'm sure I could just say I was happening to walk across the road and I happened to trip in a pothole right in front of his house.
Yep.
And then I could sue the homeowners for homeowners insurance.
Yes.
I could do that.
We're thinking very creative about this now. I like it. See, that initial idea I said with the baseball bat and the kneecaps, that was bait for one of you guys to tell me that's never going to happen. None of you really took it. And now we came across the actual solution.
Yep.
That was just a brain racking thing.
Yeah.
I didn't actually mean
No,
to
I
commit
knew
a
that.
felony. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. No one's going to hold you to that.
No, I'm saying that now that we bring legal scholars in and they may listen to this, so I can't have any of those loose ends out there.
Yeah, you were joking.
I was joking.
It was a goof.
It was a goof.
Yeah.
I was imploring sarcasm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you calling in today. We hope you can get your cookbook back. I think, I don't know what to tell you. You could try Charlie's way, I guess.
No. Oh, hey, I actually just thought of something. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Nope, that's illegal too. All right, I just thought about it a little bit longer. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
well,
involved breaking and entering.
Taking the call.
Yeah. We're glad. We're happy to talk to you. Sorry about your woes. Hey, the right guy's just around the corner.
Maybe one day. I mean, as long as I have a job and my bills are paid, I guess that's the most important thing to me right now.
Yeah, good for you. You sound awesome. This guy sounds like a putz. So you made the right choice, and God bless you.
Thank you. Watch out for deer.
All right. You too.
That guy sucks.
That guy does suck,
That guy
dude.
sucks bad.
Also, to live with somebody after 2 months?
Yeah, that's
You'd
tough.
have to pay me to do that. That's a brutal situation right there.
Yeah. And it's like,
you don't even know the person.
you definitely got to make sure they still have their place for at least a while, even if they're coming over every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Just in case you need that separation, you will. You know?
You will.
Yeah. And then otherwise you're just like codependent,
Mm-hmm. And then you lose a recipe book that your aunt gave you and she's passed away. It's a tough situation.
It is a tough situation. Miles, Halloween is coming up.
You like Halloween, Charlie?
Yeah, I do. I like trick-or-treating. I always loved trick-or-treating growing up. And one of my favorite things about trick-or-treating is adults sometimes trick-or-treat.
Adult trick-or-treating.
Adult trick-or-treating.
What do you do when you adult trick-or-treat, Charlie?
Well, same thing as you do as a kid, except you get adult treats.
Okay.
So I just want to welcome...
Are you talking like full-size candy bars, or what do you mean by adult treats?
Let me tell you this much. The equivalent of the full-size candy bars for an adult is a full tippy cow.
A full-size tippy cow.
Yeah,
I like that.
You just stick that right in the old bag of the next adult that comes to your door. You're going to make their day. They're going to pay it forward.
Yeah. I tell you what, if my kid, when he gets to the age of trick-or-treating, I'm gonna want the other people to have tippy cow waiting for me at the door. He gets candy. I get tippy cow.
I like the way you think, Miles. I like the way you think. Well, this Halloween, folks, hey, make some adults day. Make it a tippy cow. Moo.
All right, guys, we have our favorite lawyer on the line, Mr. Russell Nicolay. How are you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
We can't complain.
Doing real good.
Russell, I have a bellied up to the bar thought that creeped into my mind.
Invasive thought?
Not really. It's just a thought.
Okay.
And my question to you, Russell, is how hard is the bar exam? There's just no way it can be that hard.
That's a good question. Because,
everyone's complaining about, I got to study for the bar. I fail. And then they pass it. They celebrate. Is it really that hard?
I think it is difficult, but one of the big things with the bar exam is that, so you went to a 4-year university and got your degree, then you took the LSAT to get into law school, then you did law school, and so it's kind of like all your eggs are in one basket, and I think that's one of the things that makes it really difficult because you put all that time and effort and money into it, and it's like this is your ability to actually be a lawyer. Otherwise, you just have a law degree and you're not a lawyer. So I think that's part of it. And I also think that like the hard part is usually you take it and then I think it's like 2 to 3 months later, you get your result. Well, all your classmates and buddies or whatever are saying, hey, I'm a lawyer now. And you don't want to be the one that's like, oh, dude, I got to tell them I didn't pass it. I can't put like lawyer, I say I'm a lawyer because you can't do that. Yeah. So then you just have to say you have a JD. So there's that pressure, but it is difficult. It's weird because there's sections that are like the answer portion that goes over everything. And then there's like for Wisconsin, there's like this specific essay for specific Wisconsin law questions. But I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but in some states like Wisconsin, if you graduated from the law schools in Wisconsin, which is UW,
Marquette.
Or Marquette, yeah.
You don't have to take the bar. Yeah.
You just are a lawyer then?
Yeah, why is
you
that?
Just are. That's the state. Some states have that. I know then there's a push for more of it. I kind of like the bar exam, and part of it maybe is because I took it and passed it, but I think it is a good way for you to get ready. Yeah, not to brag, humble brag, but the pressure that you get like as a law student or as, taking the bar exam is not anywhere near the pressure I think as to be a real lawyer, because when you're doing all that theoretical stuff, you don't actually, you don't have a client that's future depends on your decision making.
There's no stakes involved,
Right. So I like the challenge. I think it's good. I think they need to keep it, but it is difficult. I think I was looking at something, and I think in Wisconsin, for people that did take it, it's like some years it's 90%, some years it's down to like 72%. The scary part is if you fail it, I think every time then you would retake it, your chance of passing goes down. So it's kind of like diminishing return, like getting worse and worse that the odds are against you to pass. So you really want to make that first one count.
Because you probably get way more nervous the second time and then way more nervous the third time. I mean, that's great. Can you imagine having an entire law degree that you need to pay for and not a lawyer's salary? That's terrifying.
Right.
Isn't it?
I mean, the cost is, it's very high. And then what are you going to do? Generally, that's going to pay back those bills if you don't have because you have a law degree. You don't have an actual ability to practice.
I mean, you're going to start selling drugs, obviously. I feel like they got to figure something else out.
All right. Final question for you. If Charlie and I both studied for an entire year, who is doing better on the bar exam, do you think? Me or Charlie?
Miles, I think you always do this when we're going to pit one against the other.
I love it, though. I love it.
Well, I know. So Charlie, I know, has a degree in journalism, right?
Yeah.
So that could be a big asset. But I know Miles has got a lot of like on the job experience dealing with things. So I think it'd be a toss up.
Well,
I think,
no, you can't sit here, compliment both of us, call it a toss up, and get out of this. What do you think you are?
Saying someone's got a lot of on the job experience is not exactly a compliment, Charlie.
I think it is. Hey, I think it is because there's something to be said. If you've been out working, I mean, you just learn a lot because it's the way of the world. Like you got to get there's a lot of people that get a degree that's very difficult for them to, get out and get things done. So the one thing, who handles pressure better? Who would handle the pressure of being locked in this place for like basically 2 days with all the marbles on passing?
Russell, you just prove why you're a great lawyer. Miles tried to paint you in a corner. Pick me or pick him. You complimented both of us. You turned the question back around onto us. That's good lawyer energy right there. You see what he did there, Miles?
Yeah, I object. I'd like him to choose one of us.
Okay.
Miles always doing that. I need to know more. I think, wasn't there one where who would be the better lawyer? You guys, Miles is always putting me on the spot. I don't know. I think there'd be pluses and minuses for both of you guys. I could see you both becoming lawyers and then putting me to shame maybe. And I'd be like, man, I just wish I was like Miles or Charlie. I could be a good lawyer. But no, I don't know, man. It'd be difficult for me to. We'd have to figure this out. But I thought the first thing we were going to do is actually have a mock court trial and pit you guys against one another, and I'd be the judge. We haven't done that.
That would be fun.
That
would honestly be really fun. Yeah.
Well, then maybe we could get fictional characters or actually something that you can defend. Charlie wants Saul Goodman, right?
Well, he's not fictional. That would be a real character.
Yeah, we'll call him up. Well, maybe he'll do a cameo for it.
Is he been disbarred or is he still practicing? I don't know. We have to see if he might be too busy.
All right. Well, you didn't answer my question, but you smartly snuck your way out of it.
Yeah, he ran out the clock.
He did.
He ran out the clock.
All right, we need to recess for lunch. We'll be back.
He could go defend the president on CNN.
Yeah,
that's exactly that. That's good.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in. Guys, if you would like to get a hold of Russell Nicolay, go to nicolaylaw.com, correct, Russell?
That is correct.
Or you can give him a call at 1-855-NICOLAY, silent T at the end. Don't forget. Russell, thanks for calling in today. It's always fun to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All righty. We'll see you soon.
Oh, we got Caleb from Montana.
Caleb? Is this the Caleb that called in before?
Yes, sir. This is Caleb. I called in a while back about my supervisor's hot sister.
Yeah, I remember that because we role played. I think you asking her out, and you did a miraculously terrible job, from what I recall.
I would have to agree with that. It did not go well on that role play on that call.
Well,
I'd have to say it probably didn't go too well in real life either.
Oh, here we go.
That's what I want to hear.
All
Tell
right,
us the
so
story.
you tried to approach your supervisor's hot sister. We gave you some advice. How did it go?
Oh, not too well. That episode came out. My supervisor, let's just say he was not happy. I am still working with him, so I didn't get fired, but he was pretty pissed. But we got through that. I said I promised I would not. He was so upset. I said I promised I wouldn't hit on her at the wedding. So didn't do that. The bride did have some very attractive cousins. So I can control myself until it gets to a point of a little too many brewskis. And so I was flirting a little bit. Nothing ever came of it, so it was fine. But yeah, he ain't too mad. He didn't care about the cousins too much. But yeah, the sister's off the table now.
So what was the conversation with your supervisor? Did he listen to the podcast or did someone tell him? How did you find out?
Yeah, so he listened to it. I knew it came out that morning. So before work, I actually listened to it ahead. And I kind of just said, hey, man, I think you should listen to the Bellied Up podcast this morning. It's a pretty good one. I kind of just watched him, and his face was very disappointed while he was watching it. And then he was just, let's just say there was a few cuss words after that, but we made it through it. It just makes the friendship stronger.
Is that how he feels?
I don't know. I was still in the wedding, so I don't think he was. I don't think so. I don't think he was too upset, but yeah. But yeah, last time, Sorry, Miles.
Go ahead.
Well, Charlie, I don't remember if you know last time I kind of made fun of you for being single and kind of backfired on me. But I just want to start out the conversation the same way and say that music was ass I was having to listen to there.
The hold music was ass?
But, yeah, the stuff with you talking about summers and winters, and I just wanted to take my earphones out and listen to the nail gun all morning, but it was all right.
Why are you roasting
I'm
me?
kidding.
What did I tell you? I thought I gave good advice. Oh, this is payback for us roasting you.
Yeah, I deserve that, but no, I'm messing with you, Charlie.
Oh,
I did like the music.
Okay. All right. I feel like you still didn't, which is fine.
Well,
but listen, did the sister, did she hear this at all, and has she made any contact with you?
I don't know if she heard it. I don't know if my supervisor kept it away or showed it to her or not. She has not said anything about it, so I would assume she hasn't.
And do you still have the hots for his sister? Has the attraction increased or decreased since this episode came out a while back?
I'm a really good friend, so it has decreased.
Okay.
I stepped away.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if I believe
then at
that
least
because it's kind of one of those situations where you can't have it, you want it more. So I'll take that with a grain of salt.
I'll take him by his word on this one.
All
I'll break with you on that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So what's
but, well,
no, go ahead. I'm curious what we can do for you now.
Well, yeah, I was just in the bars for the first time this weekend, and the last few girls I've tried to talk to or get to know a little bit, when one wasn't at the bars, one was just hanging out, and we got some food, and I was like, well, just got to make sure, because these days girls can look a lot older than they are. And I was like, you are 18, right? And she was like, yeah, I'm 26, and it's come down to, do I start lying about my age? Because every time I say my true age, their whole demeanor changes, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Well,
So
I don't know if it was necessarily your age. I think it was the fact you thought she was under 18.
Well, I'd rather get shut down than get in legal trouble.
I mean, that's a good approach.
That is fair. That is fair. And
Yeah,
you are
and that-
20.
okay.
You're oh, go ahead.
That was a few months ago, and then this weekend went to the bar and met this girl, and I just asked her if she went to the university, and she was like, oh, that's so flattering. You thought that I was that young. And then it brings me to the point again, like, shit, she's going to ask me how old I am. So, and same thing, I told her my true age, and things just went downhill from there. But it wasn't before that.
You gotta stop asking questions that lead to the age conversation.
Yeah, avoid that.
Stay away from school. Stay away from high school. Stay away from all of it. Just ask her you don't even have to say what do you do for a job. Just say, so what do you do these days?
Yeah.
There you go.
And if you have a conversation with her long enough, you're gonna find out if she's a working professional, or if she still has a gym teacher, dude. So just through conversation, this will all naturally reveal itself.
Okay, I like that approach. And then if it does come up, do I lie about it, or do I go with the truth?
I think you go. Well, age is just a number.
Yeah,
something like that.
Exactly. That's what I told her, and she said, well, 8 years is a big difference. And I said, 8's huge. I understand that, like massive. But what if I said 3 or 4, that's not as big. That's like average amount.
Why don't you just go for a gal your own age? What's wrong with them?
See, I'm looking more for something serious, and it seems like all the girls my age, so in college, they're just wanting to have fun and not really get into a serious relationship. So I'm thinking I got to go a little older.
Why do you just have fun? You're in college.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was kind of wanting to get married young, though. I don't really want to go just bounce around.
Well, then you need to get into the military if you want to get married young,
or be a doctor. Or be a doctor in the military.
No chance of the doctor.
How about the
military? Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. But doctor, yeah, no, I think you got to be smart or something like that for that.
Yeah, I suppose that ship has sailed. Well, listen, and not the smart ship, just, if you got to be in like medical school, I think, by the time you're 20 or something. Wait a second.
Yeah,
20?
that ship has sailed for him.
That ship sailed.
It's all right. The smart ship. Yeah, I got you.
I don't think. I honestly don't think most women are going to believe that you're really into something that serious. at 20 years old. It's a tough age for a guy.
No, we'll have to say we've heard your game here on the podcast. And I would say if you're 20 trying to hit on a 26-year-old, you got to have good game to even get a date with that person. And so I think you're too worried about the age and you're not worried about improving your game.
All right. So in this bar I was in, there's a basketball court. I was showing her the game on the court, which probably wasn't good. You're right. It's probably me showing off. Doesn't look good.
Hey, 26-year-old, come watch me play this video game.
Wait,
isn't it hot?
Yeah, no.
Isn't this sick?
Wait, was it? Did he say basketball like an actual? He said there's a basketball court in the bar, right? Not even a video game.
Yeah, it's a court in the bar.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was like NBA Jam or something. Oh,
that'd be funny.
Hey,
too.
you want to come check out my jumper?
I can dribble between my legs.
Here, you can hold my drink while I drop tray bombs.
Are you really good at basketball?
Yeah.
Like you gotta be so good at basketball to pull that move off.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was so drunk. I'm not good sober, so definitely not drunk.
Oh God. Have you thought about not getting so hammered before you hit on girls?
I mean, I try, but then it just gets out of control sometimes. My friends they're supposed to help me out and slow me down, but they just egg me on.
So I think what it sounds like is you just have a drinking problem.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like you have a drinking problem. If your friends are trying to slow you down and that doesn't work.
I kind of got to fight back. I'm at work right now, and you guys are at the bar at 10 o'clock on a Monday morning. So I don't know if I have the drinking problem.
Fight back. Okay.
All right.
Hey, game recognizes game, my guy.
That's true.
Thank you. Yeah. But no, I mean, give me some advice for shooting some fire, some game at the bar.
Well, first, I would do it with 1 to 2 drinks. That's the sweet spot. And stay in, like, there's nothing more attractive for a girl than just a hammered dude, you know, because all they envision is you pissing in their bed. That's all they envision.
Yeah, they look at you and they're like, God, I'm going to have to clean something up later. And it's not going to be what I want to clean up.
This guy is going to open up my dresser and piss in it. I know he is. It's all they're thinking if you're hammered.
So, yeah, maybe tone down the drinking a little bit because clearly that's not helping you. There is some guys that they get a little drunk, they get more, they get better, but not you.
Yeah.
And what's your current approach? What are you saying? What are you doing?
Just putting myself in the vicinity of said cute girl if I see one that I'm pretty attracted to, and then just kind of naturally letting the conversation flow.
Oh, naturally let the conversation flow?
Yeah, Charlie, he's like, I don't know why it's not working. I come into the bar and I just go up to women and I go like this. How old are you?
Yeah, right.
You want to see me shoot basketballs?
Out of my ear, dude. Sit down, Miles.
You're kind of hot. Do you know my supervisor?
Okay. Miles has been invading my personal space. Hey, let me ask you this. Are you a good dancer?
Freestyle or like swing dancing?
Just freestyle. Just like any bar you go into, there's a dance floor. Can you confidently walk out on the dance floor and dance?
I can confidently walk out there. I wouldn't say the dancing part would come.
So here's what I would. Here's the recommendation. I think every day for the next 3 weeks, go on YouTube and learn how to dance. That's step 1. Ooh. Step 2 is go on YouTube and find a good karaoke song, one that a lot of people know that you can also sing. Get good at that. 2 and 3 is just start like do an improv class or something. You do those 3 things, I bet you're gonna find a girl.
Improv's probably the best one. Teaches you how to think on your feet, be funny.
I think if you know how to dance though, and you can hang there, like even if you can't talk, you can at least go dance good with someone.
Yeah,
and then that's an conversation opener.
I don't know, Charlie. I think I don't want to call you a lost cause, but I think this is called swimming upstream.
He's 20 years old. He's
no,
not
I mean, in terms of his game, not his dating life.
Oh, he's for sure swimming upstream. That's why I'm giving him actual advice.
I know. So here
now.
we got extreme measures. What you're going to want you to do is you're going to want to tell your buddies that you're going to pay for their drinks for the night. And what you're going to have them do is dress up in a black tie suit with an earpiece, and you and your two buddies are going to walk into the bar. They're going to be in front of you, and that's going to get the attention of every woman in the bar, because if I know anything about human nature, as soon as someone appears that they're a big deal, Charlie, all of a sudden they become a little bit more attractive, and then you don't even have to have any game at all. They're going to come to you.
I hate to say it, Miles, but you're right.
It might actually work.
You know, I kind of actually just want to try that for shits and giggles, see if it'll actually work.
Okay, there's your homework.
Yeah, you go try that. And
let us know.
If that doesn't work, you can do the actual advice that I gave you that somebody out there is going to take and thank me for in a letter. But I think Miles' advice, I'm just more... Can you have someone film it, too, so we can watch it go down, please?
For sure. I'm not going to just do that for just the memory. You got to have some documentation.
And when they ask you, because then they're going to ask you what you do, you just tell them that you're in finance. And then they're not going to ask you any follow-up questions. Yeah.
Finance or entrepreneur?
Yeah, entrepreneur gets a bad rap, though. It means you're unemployed. So I would just stick with finance. We dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just say hedge funds.
Yeah.
Hedge funds, and if they ask follow-up questions, just say,
I don't want to bore you with that.
Yeah, I don't want to bore you with that, but I got a great set of shears. All right. Okay. Well, and if you film it, you send that video to us, because that will be an intro on one of our next episodes. We'll kind of be the announcers for your bar escapades. That probably might get us into something
might have
weird.
I'll probably do that for sure. I don't think, nobody's going to try to press me because of that. Like, try to fight, or like some dude just get the, maybe a short dude, maybe a little short man syndrome, trying to show off to the girls, like, hey, there's the rich guy in the bar. I think he's going to try to fight me just because of that.
You have security. What are you worried about?
Pick your strong friends, by the way. They are actual security for the
night. Didn't say, yeah. We didn't tell you to bring your short king friend in a suit.
Yeah. Get the tall.
Get a couple guys on the football team.
I'll bring the... We're not getting back into the high school football stuff. I'm done with that. I'm moving on from the past.
Okay, let's go. Closing the yearbook.
I'll get some of my big friends.
All right. Yeah, we appreciate you calling in again today, man. Thanks for the update, and good luck at the bar.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, guys. You guys have a good one.
Have a good one,
buddy.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
You've seen the guy on TikTok that's got he's caked up. What's that guy's name?
The guy with the big ass?
Yeah.
Frankie LaPena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, he walks around with an entourage. Everyone's like, I got to talk to that guy.
Dude, that doesn't need an entourage. He's got like the biggest ass in the world. Is that thing real?
I don't think so. No.
It's not?
No.
Is it an insert or?
Yeah, I think so. Well, Charlie, is that
Miles,
another episode in the books?
In ITB, Miles, ITB.
Yep,
sounds
CBA, could be anything.
Could be anything. ITB sounds like an STD.
Yeah, it does.
ITB it is. In the books, folks. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Bellied Up Podcast. Until next time.
Tip your bartender.
See you guys.